Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This video is about how we make up Reptiblock ready for our reptiles. So the box we are using here is an 84 litre really useful box. This is big enough for one block at a time to expand, possibly two at a time. So what we're going to do is boil a full kettle of water like this, and we're going to pour this into the centre of the block. This will help the block expand because the block is compressed inside its parcel when you receive it. So we find hot water is a better option to use because the steam helps to break away the cocoa chip away from each other. So basically we want to pour this full kettle of water into it. As you can see, it's really steamy. This will help to make the block with the moisture inside it and break apart a lot easier. Well, usually what we're going to do is leave this block for around about 15 minutes on this side flat, and then we're going to change the block over upside down when we come back. So we've come back after about 15 minutes, and as you can see from the block, it started to expand really well. It's just falling apart, which is what we want it to do. So now I'm just going to flip the block over onto the other side. As you can see, the water has penetrated to the bottom of the block, so the water's doing a good job. And now we're going to pour another full kettle of water in the center of the block once we've turned it over. This helps get the water from both sides of the block penetrating it really well, so that the cocoa chip will fall apart when we come to break it all up. So we're going to pour the rest of this water in, and we're going to do the same again and leave it for about 15 minutes. And this time I'm going to leave the lid on, and so that the steam inside the box will help to break away that cocoa chip, which is, bonded together inside the block. And when we come back, we'll check the block again. So another 15 minutes have passed. Just going to lift the lid off here, and as you can see from the top of the lid, there's a lot of moisture that's gathered on the lid. This is because the hot water and the steam inside the tub is making it very humid. This helps the block to expand to its maximum capabilities with the hot water, and it soaks up all the water and breaks away really easily. So as you can see, I'm just moving it all about, and when I lift the block up here, you can see my fingers just pushing all the cocoa chip away, and it's just falling into pieces. So from this point onwards, basically I'm going to start breaking the block down into smaller pieces. If there's any tough bits in this at this time, just leave them in the tub. It won't matter at this point, because we're going to leave the cocoa chip over a 10 to 12 hour period with the lid on to help all of that moisture break the block away easily, and we'll mix it when we come back. So we'll leave it as it stands at the moment, and we'll return to the block tomorrow after I've left it for about 10 to 12 hours, and I'll show you what it looks like after that time period. So this has roughly been around about 12 hours now since I did the last video recording. So I'm going to lift the lid off. As you remember in the previous little video bit there was a lot of chunks on the top. I left them in there so that the moisture could get inside and penetrate the Reptiblock. And I just broke it up prior to videoing this. And as you can see, it's pretty much all the same consistency now. If there's any dry bits inside this, basically all you do is mix it in with the wet. Give it a good mixed round, and then I like to leave it for 48 hours just to air dry out and have it really dry before I put it into the tub. This helps me able to control the humidity inside the rubs where the snakes are, and they don't have it too wet, because you can get bacteria growing in there if it gets too moistured, and it can make the block go mouldy. I've never had an issue with mould with Reptiblock since I've had it, but just to be on the safe side, this is the way I like to do it. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one.